Hello, Weekend Disasters. It's the Tube again with our weekend edition. Yes, all the highlights to reshine our lives. Let's do it. With me holding the flashlights are the Tube's team, the Chief, Yaron Tenbrink, and the universe itself, Shai Ringel.
Good evening.
Good evening, universe.
Yeah.
How was your week, dudes?
It was okay. Bad movies, one particular called The Interview. No news in tech news whatsoever. It's Christmas time. But okay, we get it with love, somehow.
Yeah, I agree. It was a perfect week. I'm happy about the Google car. We're going to talk about that too.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, let's go.
Okay, one bad movie, one Google car. Let's start. Okay, have you already seen The Interview? The most talked about piece of art in the world these days was finally released last night, and in a revolutionary move, it was globally released both in theaters and online on YouTube, Xbox, and in full streaming from Sony's site. This is the first major online release for a big blockbuster movie, so hooray. And now that the movie is out, a lot of people are buzzing about the whole affair being a publicity stunt to shock the world with a terrible movie. Can it be?
I don't believe it. I think that Sony was had too much to lose with such a PR, and the leaked emails are horrible for Sony. And everything we get from Sony now is just like, I think it's one big mess. But releasing the movie online was a very good step for them. It's smarter to release such a movie online, and I think it's going to make a lot of money just from releasing it that way.
Because online doesn't mean free. Yeah, you have to pay for
of
it.
course
Yeah,
not. But you know, it's amazing to me that so many people really believe it was a PR stunt. Because I mean, the damage to Sony, you know, it's in the tens of millions, if not the hundreds of millions. The damage to the employees of Sony, whose very personal data leaked out, it's just terrible. So and Obama participates, and it cannot be a PR stunt. People have to realize it.
So let's say it didn't begin as a PR stunt, but the minute it happened, they said, how are we going to harness it for PR?
No, actually, the best way to harness it was to release it as planned in thousands of cinemas during Christmas and make a lot of money. This is like crisis management. Releasing it online is crisis management. They're going to make less money from it, I'm almost certain, unless there's a big surprise waiting for us during the weekend. And the damage is really, it's huge. The damage to their network, the damage to their character, the racist emails, all that is very, very bad PR. What they did with online release is kind of smart, because everybody wants movies to be released online on the same day.
Yeah, but
that
it's
they
not
hit the
way
theaters.
too late.
Yeah.
The problem was that Sony panicked when they got the threatening emails.
They said they're not going to
And
take it out.
they said, if you want not to show the movie, we will allow it. And after saying that, because they broadcast such panic from Sony themselves, the big theater companies, the big chains decided to pull the movie. That's what happened. And
Okay, I say, let's talk about the movie. Just for a sec, you both watched it
Yeah, last night.
last night?
Yeah.
You watched the whole of it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Cinema Critic, Mr. X TV Critic, what did you think?
It's not a good movie. It has a very good start. I like Seth Rogen's movie. This is one of his weakest. If you take it away from the entire, the entire event, it's just a weak movie. If you, because we came to see what's it all about, it's a horrible movie now. You know,
anything political in it when
Not
you see
really,
it?
not really. I mean, it's the beginning of the movie is kind of funny and cute. The premise is nice. It's basically a
It's
very
not a
very silly comedy.
It's not a satire. It's really not a satire. The only likable character is Kim Jong-un itself.
Yeah, he comes out pretty well from the movie actually. Kind of a likable guy.
So how many stars, critics?
Two.
One.
Two, maybe.
Okay, 1.5 stars for the interview. Let's move on. Cars were the stars of a couple of our shows this week. Like the rest of the world, we were thrilled to learn that the prototype of Google's self-driving car is ready to hit some Californian roads for official test drives. We were no less impressed by Jaguar's new virtual windshield screen technology, a future where computers ride our cars seem closer than ever. Take a look. Thanks to me. So is the car becoming the big next thing in the tech world?
Yeah, for sure. Because cars have this technology that didn't really advance in the last 100 years, and it's a place where we as people spend a lot of time every day, and it's a place that up until this year, actually, or a couple of years back, was computer free. Which makes no sense, because why shouldn't it be? Why shouldn't you have a computer inside your car, not just in charge of injecting fuel and stuff like that, but like a media center for your car, a virtual screen that tells you the directions, all that stuff. Having something like Waze inside your car instead of on your phone is really what people would like to have, I think. So I think we can see this rush of big tech companies, Google, Apple. They want to control your car. They want to have their systems in your car. And that's what we're going to see in the next
are we
decade.
going to feel comfortable letting go of the control of driving and letting a computer do it for us?
We'll have to. We'll have to get comfortable with it, because this is the next thing. And a lot of the tech companies, they want you to stop worrying about driving and just surf on Google and on Facebook. There's a lot of time that can be used differently. Your time is very important to Google. They want you to stop staring at your wheel when you are stuck in a traffic jam, and that time worth money for them. This is why a lot of companies like Google, like Apple, are going after the car. This is the last big chunk of time in people's lives that hasn't been taken away by technology. And it's a big market.
So we're assuming it's also going to be much safer?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
it's definitely going to be safer. Human beings are terrible drivers. We said it before. They need to be replaced by computers. Computers can do it so much better.
In most cases.
Yeah.
And the technology is just going to get better in the next decade. So
and no lawsuit is going to bring a precedent that can, put a stop to it?
Of course it can. I mean, things can always happen. The Google car seems amazingly safe. It seems safe enough to put a kid inside it. And I think, this is how you have to think about it. This car means less parking places. It means no fuel at all, because they're electric. It means less accidents for sure. It means me and you don't have to have a car. We don't need taxis anymore. This is a real big game changer. And my guess would be that legislation would try to stop it in the beginning, but you cannot stop technology.
Wow. Sounds cool. I feel young enough to be able to enjoy it in my lifetime, so I like it. Okay, it's becoming a festive ritual. Christmas arrives, and the web is flooded with viral commercials, expensively produced and usually heartwarming. They are now watched online in even greater numbers than the American Super Bowl commercials. This year, with more than 60 million views and 4 million shares on Facebook, we have ourselves a clear winner. What am I not getting? Are these, am I supposed
These
to know
are the
them?
Minions. They're big movie stars.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a commercial for. This is basically a commercial for AMC movie theaters.
So why are people sharing commercials on social media?
It's really a very strange phenomenon, but easily explainable. These commercials are actually short movies that are either very funny or kind of heartwarming or even tear-jerking. One of the huge hits of this Christmas is the Sainsbury ad from England. I suggest we watch it, then we can talk about it some more.
Suggestion accepted.
Thank you.
So you know what, Shai? You were like really impressed now by the lighting, by the photography, everything. Isn't it easy though to make such beautiful things when you have so much money like commercials?
It's even easier when you have Christmas, because Christmas is already the biggest selling holiday in the world. It's a big selling event, and a lot of advertisement agencies knows how to sell it to the people and bring that holiday spirit out. So, you know, it's a combination between people wanting to share things for the holidays and big agencies that has a lot of money and they know how to sell to them the Christmas spirit. We chose another very nice video that comes from Germany that is a little bit more funny.
20 million views, by the way.
That's how I listen to things all the time, I have to say.
Well, tonight we're going to have our top 10 viral videos of the year. We usually never show commercials on our viral video segment or our viral video chart. But I think when you look at these commercials, so much effort, so much talent goes into them, you can understand why people are sharing them. They're just nice pieces of content.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all three. Maybe the first one a bit less, because it was kind of stupid. Now, had enough of holiday cheer? Well, the feast of Hanukkah is now officially behind us. And if you can't understand what us Jews were celebrating, well, let these very nice Christians explain it all.
My knowledge of Hanukkah is the Disney Channel movie Full Court Miracles.
What I know vaguely about the story, I learned from the Rugrats.
And I know that there's a menorah.
You have to have letters that make
CHUN.
I-K, Hanukkah, A,
K.
A. Hanukkah celebrates,
Was it when they were like crossing the Red Sea?
They only had like a little bit of oil.
And through the miracle of the Lord, that oil lasted 8 nights.
So that's why everything is fried, I think, and why potato pancakes are the love of my life.
Wow, that's super funny.
Yeah,
I have
nice.
to say.
Good
Not
stuff.
that I would have known how to spell Hanukkah in English.
Actually, there's more than one way, which is the correct way. So, it's
So
a trick
ha.
question.
It's a trick question. Yeah, and the story is very complex. Depends on what level you want to know it. It's a really historical holiday,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Christmas is so much simpler.
Yes. No, it's not. You have God and a woman. Never mind. Thank you very much. It was a lovely best of show. It was the last one for 2014. So,
Yay.
hooray. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Monday with a new show. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Log on to our Tumblr and our Twitter, TheTube24. Shai, do you want to give us our always remember?
Always remember, no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Don't feel responsible. Goodbye.